I've never heard of hoflation before. What's hoflation?
So like I said, the definition they say is that you have to work 10 times harder than your grandfather did to get a woman 10 times worse than your grandmother. You're feeding young men these ideas that like, oh, women suck, and instead of giving young men hope, like you should work harder to get the woman of your dreams. They're saying that, oh, you have to work. It's gonna suck for you in the future because all women are 10 times worse than your grandmother. It's like, who the fuck? What kind of message is that? Well, you're gonna help these men by telling them that the world sucks. No. The world waiting for them is gonna be shitty.
Yeah.
Why not tell them the fucking truth? Which is, if you work hard, if you put in the work, and you become a good man, you'll find a good woman.
Even so, there's way more women that are good than they pretend to show.
Because that's what they do.
Yeah.
They bring on these shitty women that suck.
You see all this, and it's always
and they try to. It's like when a media company takes a poll of like, and oh look, 80% of people agreed with us. It's like, you took a shitty fucking statistic. You didn't take a proper poll.
But
finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, but also
finish your off-topic. Finish your off-topic
no,
point.
No, we're not off-topic point. I wasn't finishing the point.
Just sidetracking.
The point was no. I was just trying to like compare it to like some young men that might be watching and thinking the same way. That's what I was trying to get to. Because I've been that young man before, right?
We've all been that young man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
we still are young men.
Yeah, no, younger, because that's when it gets you, right? Right when you pass the, I think at least when you pass the 20-year-old threshold, you're kind of like old enough where you should be mature enough to not get swayed that easily by that negativity.
Well, right? I know some people that consider young men to be like 18 to 25.
Okay.
That's kind of what I mean by young men.
Okay. I mean like even like a little bit before 18, like
16, I'm still talking to the men that are like teenagers that need to hear this shit.
Yeah. So that's why I was bringing up that, like, oh, my first girlfriend like she cheated on me. Like that's why I was bringing that up. Like don't fall into the trap. That's the trap. That's like they literally the way they put the women on those podcasts is to make you feel trapped yourself. Because you see how they have like 10 women and the guy who's doing the podcast is always on the side, like he's suffocated by all those hoes. That's not how it is, man. They're tricking you. Even the placement is tricking you.
Yeah.
There's way more nice women out there, and those men are trying to make you think that they're all hoes. It's not the case. This is the black pill of the internet, like we talked about in the last episode. It's all black pilling.
Yeah, dude. It really is a black pill shit. Like,
and that exists.
It's hopeless.
Yeah.
You're women. It's like, it's fucking frustrating, man. You're feeding on the negativity of young men just to get views.
Yeah.
Just to boost your fucking brand, and it's like, and they know what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
They know that they're sacrificing.
It's for profit.
It's feeding off of negativity. Yeah. Man. It's shitty.
It's all for profit,
right?
Yeah.
Like, of course, they're cherry picking the fucking women that show up on those shows. It's not a real life example. It's not. They pick girls that are in certain situations that make them completely unaware of the real world around them. Yeah. And no shit, if you talk to somebody who has no idea what the fucking real world actually is.
So it's not. This isn't real life. You're on YouTube watching this shit. You can watch us. We're trying to give you value. We're not trying to give you entertainment.
Do you believe the world is suffering from a fatherlessness?
Yes.
Fatherlessness.
That is the biggest problem in America.
I have another thing to add before we...
Wait. Let Costa
so we can finish the whole
wrap up.
They take advantage of the young boys that are in a position where they don't have a father, and they're like, oh, let me be their male role model, and they pull that into it like, oh,
definitely.
We'll get to that in a second.
Cars, big money, all this shit.
Finish. Okay,
go. So you know how they bring the super hose, and then they have like the one episode where they bring that one red hair girl that's very traditional.
No.
I can't remember her name, bro. And she's always like combating the host. She's like, well, if you were like a good girl, you would be better and whatnot. And I'm like, she's super traditional. So they're like, oh no, the only good women are the super traditional ones. And I'm like, I don't know about that. You're making like a black and white argument over here. Another way that
the traditional women are better, but there's a lot more traditional women out there than these podcasts.
Yeah, but she's like super duper traditional, and it's like.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
that's like what conservative outlets like Daily Wire. I'm not against Daily Wire.
Yeah.
But that's what they do is they attack the very far.
Yeah.
Like radical like transgenders. and then they use that, and then they act like rational, which is very easy to dismiss the radical transgenders. So they say, oh, these people are wrong, and people are like, oh yeah, you're right, and then they try to reel them into the conservative ideology.
It's a whole thing, I
get it, but that's a tactic. So they bring in the girl that's super traditional, and she defeats all the retarded hoes.
Which is like, okay, like
it's like anybody could have done that.
That's like reality shows. You're bringing in like fake people for fake situations.
Yeah.
That's not how the real world is. If you find a girl that's that super traditional, good for you, maybe, if you like that. But that's not how it is always. There's good girls that are not super traditional necessarily. Not, like, again, there's too much negativity.
What do you define as traditional?
That, her amount of traditional, or just my...
What's a traditional woman?
A woman that doesn't mind staying at home, raise the kids, stuff like that.
Doesn't mind staying at home?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a woman that wants to stay at home. That wants to raise children.
To me, see, that's the... To me, it's like super traditional.
Dude, super traditional. It's just traditional.
I guess
it's not super traditional.
But I mean, I don't know, man. But like, my mom is the type of woman that doesn't mind working either. She would write.
I'm sure she doesn't mind working, but she wants to stay at home and raise the children.
Well, yeah, but she has to work right now.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to go to school for 4 years and get a career as a lawyer. You know what I mean, and not have time to spend.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
They were definitely like. Our moms are definitely raised to be mothers.
Yeah, like she wanted to be like, she went to school for literally to be a mom. She went for a kindergarten teacher.
Oh wow.
That's literally school how to be a mom.